All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to New York Urbanist. All right. So I was, surfing the DOT's Twitter, and here we have wonderful news. So, after all those lawsuits and things that the privileged business people were doing to stop the protected bike lane from going in, the businesses over in Queens. So, let me back up. The businesses over in Queens, in Astoria, Queens, sued the city because the city wanted to put a protected bike lane to keep people safe. A lot of people had been crashing into other people on 31st Street in Astoria, Queens. Well, some people in the community didn't like it, but a lot of the community liked it. The elected officials liked it. And the business community, being what they are, feel that their concerns should be prioritized over the needs of everyone else in the community. And so, and look, I don't agree with that. I agree that their concerns should be considered, but that doesn't mean it should be prioritized. Um, I believe that safety should come first. Well, bada bada boom, bada bang. They sued the DOT. They ended up winning some sort of temporary relief. And the judge, an activist judge in Queens, overexerted her power. And now the city has come back with an even better 34th Street safety upgrade, 31st Street redesign. Let's look here. So here, this orange part, let me zoom in a little bit. Let me see if I can do that here. All right. So this orange part is the part that the city was originally going to do. But what ended up happening is they got sued, and so they didn't end up doing that. And so what's going to happen instead is now the city is going to do this green area. So all the way from Northern Boulevard to 20th Avenue. All the way from Northern Boulevard to 20th Avenue. Woo! That is wonderful. I love to see it. I love big. I love bold. Bold building again. We're finally committing to builds again in New York City. So now, if we look, so I used to go to some of the businesses in this area, and let me tell you, underneath that subway bridge or whatever, woo! Oh my God! I never liked staying under those, especially without a bike lane. Like, good grief! Like, totally unsafe. Like, putting your life in your hands. Think twice. Fortunately, the part of Manhattan that I live in does not have. I don't have that problem, but Queens, this is a big problem, and that's why they've been having a lot of crashes. Total chaos. Total chaos. You think Manhattan's chaotic? Well, people on Queens are literally getting hammered. So, yeah, this is. I'm thrilled. I am absolutely thrilled. Now, if I look over here to the right, at the top they have the original design, which is 13-inch parking lanes on either side. You got the 13 feet parking lanes on either side. You got the sidewalks on either side. You have the columns on either side. You have the 14-foot moving lanes. So now they're going to add a bike lane on either side. They're going to add a 3-foot buffer on either side. They will have a parking lane, still only 8 feet on both sides. And then they will still have 2 moving lanes, one going in either direction. So they didn't lose any moving lanes. I'm trying to understand what the issue is here. And they maintained the parking lane. Maybe they didn't maintain all the parking spaces in the parking lane, but they maintained it. There it is right there, straight from the horse's mouth over at DOT. I don't understand what the problem. This is gorgeous. Like, let me zoom in for y'all. Like, look at that. Look at that. Take it all in. Take it all in. Okay, so let's look at this on the Google map. Hold on. We'll do tab map maps.google.com. We'll go over to Queens and we'll go over to 34th, 35th. Okay. So right here is 31st Street. All right. So, and this is Northern Boulevard. It's got a bike lane here. Now, the new bike lane is going to go all the way here from on 31st Street, all the way up to the bike lane here, which is 20th Ave. See, all the way. The whole neighborhood. The whole neighborhood. Woo! Love it. Love it. So on the 21st, so let's see here. Let me get the information for you. So on the 21st of April 2026, they're going to be holding a meeting in Queens. Let's see here. They're going to be holding a meeting in Queens. Where is that? Let me refresh. All right, let's stop that. Oh, yeah, here we go. Right here. Astoria World Manor, 2522 Astoria Boulevard, Tuesday, April 21st at 6:30 p.m. So at 6:30 p.m., the Queens Community Board 1 hearing. So this is the time to come out there and show your support. I don't know if they have the I don't know if they have a Zoom option. Let's look at the website. Let's find out. Yeah, right. We don't know. Let's find out. Queens Community Board 1. So we look at their calendar. So here we go. Full board public meetings, April 21st, 2026. Okay, committee meetings and agendas. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's look at their interactive calendar. Ah, full board meeting. Okay. Okay, so this is the website to see their agendas. I see 2024, 25. Here we go. Okay, it's item number 2. And basically the presentation on 31st Street redesign on 20th from Northern Boulevard to 20th Ave, a Vision Zero project. Members of the public are permitted to speak, limited to 2 minutes. Okay, well, there you go. At 6:30, you can even watch on YouTube, on their YouTube page. So there we go. I don't see a Zoom option here, but they do have a YouTube page. So I guess you're going to have to come in person. Yeah, we're going to have to show up in person. So I will definitely go there for this. So let me see here. Where is it on the map? Astoria World Manor. All right. Okay, here we go. So it's right here. look at some pictures of it. Look at the area. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, okay. This is Astoria World Manor, right? All right, so it's going to be in this building right here. Yeah. So let's this is great. I'm very happy about this. I will definitely be using it because I have friends in Queens and I patronize some businesses in Queens, usually the coffee shops and the ones that stopped supporting that sued on the bike lane. I stopped going there because of that. I didn't know they had sued, but when I did, I made sure to tell my friends. I canceled our trip that we had planned over there. Like it was the same week where it was a weekend we were supposed to go over there, and then I learned that they were doing all this. I was like, nope, absolutely not. I basically subtly shunted them off to somewhere else. It wasn't even a big deal. That's how I roll. I don't, I'll just quietly. Okay, this is one picture of Queens right now with the train tracks above. And it's kind of a show, as you can see. And right now you have people double parking and doing all kinds of crazy nonsense. And you'll still have some of that, but it'll be way more organized. Okay, and this is the DOT's website. This is the article about it. Oh, you know what else I would encourage people to do when they see these meetings? I would encourage people to go and email the community board. You never know if you're going to be able to show up or not sometimes. And so just to make sure you are checking the box, it's always good to send an email, even a follow-up email. So in any case, this is wonderful news. I am thrilled. Let me know what you think down in the comments. This is real activism showing up in real life for the community and not just cosplaying online. So make sure you go to the Queens Community Board 1 on Tuesday, April 21st. Get there at 6 o'clock. Let's get there at 6 o'clock instead of 6:30, so that way we can make sure we will get our voices heard. In any case, let me know what you think down in the comments. And yes, have a wonderful weekend.